Hey everyone, this is the Techie Scrapper. Hey, it's been a while. And my hands are in focus. Got my nails done, they're pretty, aren't they? Okay, anyway, that's not why I'm here today. Honestly, why I'm here today is to discuss a decision that I came to after a lot of thought. Um, some books are turned over because some of them have my name on it and I didn't want my name to show. But I've decided to no longer use or purchase Erin Condren products. And not again because of the products themselves. I've actually, as you can tell from my pile, I love the products. I really do. I mean, I've used them. I've been buying from Erin Condren probably for the last, I want to say 5 years. Yeah, maybe 5 years. I want to say it's been a few years, and I've always used them. I have purchased things from Erin Condren for friends as gifts. I mean, I anytime I talk it up, I'm always talking up Erin Condren products. I mean, so this is not bashing the product itself. This is not me bashing the company. I know Erin Condren herself is no longer the CEO of the company, but the company still bears her name and the products that they sell still has her name on it. This is not me saying boycott. That's not what I'm doing. I know there are a lot of people who work for the company that do not believe or think the way she does and would not have acted the way she did. And again, everybody knows what's going on in the media or in the social media about what happened. And it's not just her. She's probably just she is the most, I guess, vocalized face of the group. But it's her and many of other people, parents who kids went to the same school. I mean, we're in a pandemic right now, and speaking from somebody who does have medical issues, that this disease, this here pandemic can actually ravage quickly. I took offense to parents allowing their kids to gather in, what was it, almost 600 to 700 strong in the streets, and maybe one or two had masks on, and none of them practiced social distancing, breaking the rules. I mean, I had a senior this year. She was devastated. She basically went back from Christmas break, went to school, and was sent home. So she had no prom. She didn't get to do what they normally do, which is a senior walk where they parade to all the elementary schools so the elementary kids can see the seniors in their caps and gowns. That has been a tradition here for decades. My daughter missed out on that. My daughter missed out on parties. Yes, she got to have a graduation, and I'm so very grateful for the school. They and I'm gonna give them a huge shout out because they're Biloxi High School here in Mississippi, and they, I want to say it was almost 300 seniors. I think it was 300 seniors, maybe more than that. I can't remember because it was so long ago. Their graduation was back in May. They did 40. They had a graduation. They had 3 sessions over 3 days. And what this did was they graduated 40 students at a time. They allowed, I think it was either four, for each student to have either 4 or 6 members of their family come see them graduate. And they had and I do well over 6 feet of social distancing for the family and for the kids. And we had to wear masks, and in between each session, they had the cleaning crew come in and clean down the bleachers and the chairs. So shout out to Biloxi High School here in Mississippi. So my daughter did get to have a graduation. Even though it wasn't the graduation that she really wanted, she got to have a graduation. But even after graduation, those kids didn't take to the streets and have a parade. They didn't go against state policy, county policy about not gathering in groups of more than 10. I mean, things like that. I mean, there are a lot of seniors, high school, college seniors, who did not get graduations. And they didn't break the law. But Erin Condren and her kids and the school, they all thought it was no big deal. Let's just gather. And then to top it all off, no one got in trouble. No one got fined. No one got arrested. Nothing happened to them. Had that been any other, if that had been anyone else, people would have been arrested, people would have been fined, people would have gotten in serious trouble. But none of these parents and none of these kids got in trouble for gathering almost 700 strong in a street. But then the worst part of it, on top of that, there was no mask. There's a couple of kids that you can make out from the picture that wore masks out of 600. Parents yelling and screaming, taking pictures of their kids, not practicing social distancing, not wearing a mask. But then for her kids and other kids to say, hey, if the police show up, we'll just say we're marching in protest under the Black Lives Matter. Seriously? These are not uneducated people. These are not uneducated kids, and these are not uneducated families. These are highly influential rich people who decided it was okay to break the law because they knew they weren't going to get in trouble. And who chose to use and I'm really upset over this too. It makes me extremely mad to know that they use Black Lives Matter as a cover to break the law. So again, I have no issues with the products. I honestly have love. As you can tell from my pile, there's a bunch of stuff even underneath. I mean, stickers, everything. I mean, I loved it. I've used it. I've done videos with it. I've bought stickers from Planner Kate to decorate the books. And I know that they have a new CEO and they're trying to make change. Maybe I might come back. But I can't now. I honestly, in my heart, cannot say I can support something that bears the name of a person who 2 days or maybe a week before that graduation posted how she was on the side for diversity, how she stands by people of color, all of that. And then to turn around and to do that, it spits in the face of everyone of color. Yes, she made an apology, but you know what? You know what I'm totally tired of? Is people make an apology because they were told to do so. To me, you shouldn't need to apologize because you knew what you did was wrong. So you coming back later and apologizing means absolutely nothing to me. It's just face value. That's all that is. And it sickens me because you knew it was wrong when you did it and you didn't care. And you're only apologizing because people who buy your products were upset. For me personally, everyone knows what's right from wrong. When you choose to do wrong, then you've made that choice, then you stand by that choice. Don't come back later and give some half-hearted apology. You knew when you did it, it was wrong. So I always say, stand in your truth. You showed who you really were. You showed what you really thought. Don't come back and apologize because it's worthless and it's meaningless. I'm sure, like me as a parent of a senior and of my seniors, there's many kids that wanted to gather and party and hang out. There's many kids who were sad and depressed because they didn't get to spend their senior year with their friends. But guess what? My kid didn't break the rules. And I, as her parent, didn't break the rules. And as a parent, I didn't allow my kid to break the rules. It's a travesty on 2 levels. 1, for the pandemic, and 2, for allowing your kids to say it was okay to march, here's my air quotes, under the Black Lives Matter in case police show up. 3rd, no one was arrested. No one was fined. They basically got to gather and party and nobody cared. So I will not be using the products anymore because they bear her name. And as a American who's also Black, I have to stand up for what is truth. I have to stand up in my truth. And my truth is I can't buy these products anymore. I love them. I love using them, but I can't continue to give money to a company that gives money to the person who blatantly disregards what's happening to my people. Thank you.